and I look awful. But if you just watch me play, I'm okay.
Because they're usually like when they do the clip of the video, our faces are only like.
Right, exactly. It's always like you stop and you're like. So. I tried doing a picture for the cruise, like that little thing, and the only time it looked decent was when I went. Otherwise, I'm like.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I see lots of hi girls, so it's the apron.
That's all right.
Like, hello, Cindy and Ruth Ann and Jan and Susan. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, and Steve. Thanks, Ruth Ann. Hello in Colorado. Hi, Jana. Taffy's there. Oh my goodness. They say you look cute.
Oh, thanks, everyone. Yeah. So today at Gloria Horns, it's a beautiful day outside. Spring has arrived.
Yes.
And with that, we have our spring event here at Gloria Horns.
Yes. Oh, I didn't. You weren't kidding when you said we were starting with that.
No.
All right. Let me move some of our other stuff away. Okay. So we are. So I am doing a Tiffini bag, of course, and I know I've shown it, but we've been trying to like play with it a little bit. So it's sort of a take on the duffel, and so then we went to the mini size, which is really cute. We're gonna just adjust, make the pocket a little bigger, but that's the mini, really adorable. But then I was like, well, what if we went micro? Look how cute the little micro is. It's so cute.
Little lunchbox. Yes.
So, but for the spring event, I think we've decided we're gonna go with the mini size, which is excellent because it'll teach you all the skills for doing any of the 3 sizes. And so, but super fun. I'm gonna be there for the first 2. So I'll be there.
For 3 sessions.
Where there's 3 sessions, and I'll be there for the first 2. So.
So in the bubble above is our spring event coming up at the towards the end of May, right before
like
Labor
20th,
Day.
Right?
Is it Labor Day?
It's Labor Day weekend is the 3rd. That's why I won't be there for that one.
So we have it's 2 days. You get to pick the 2-day session that you come. And one of the projects you'll be making with Tiffini is this.
So cute, so cute.
Adorable little duffel.
Yes.
So our theme is like red, white, and blue. So this was like our red, white, and blue fabric that we're using. So
Americana.
You'll have a series of projects that all coordinate. So you'll be making this in Tiffini's class. You'll be making a rope bowl and something else. Was that rope?
Oh, I don't know. You want me to go see if I can find it?
You can find it real quick.
All right, I'll be right back.
You'll also be making a rope bowl. You'll be making a flag pillow with Gloria, and then something else too. I'm not sure what Tommy and John are doing. But so we're inviting everyone. Please come to our spring event. We host it at the Crown Plaza. It's just not far from the shop. And it was really a lot of fun. If anyone has been to our events, whether it's one of the cruises we've been on or the fall event, we have a lot of fun. We make sure it's a good time. We feed you well. And we have a nice hotel that we have it at. But one of the other things we're doing is that here's the rope bowl. So you'll be making this
super cute.
This rope bowl with Mary Lou and Kathy. So you'll get your chance to try rope bowl. You'll be able to wrap ribbon around, and then you'll be embroidering the bottom part of it. So that's really nice.
Yes.
And
it is Memorial Day weekend, not Labor Day.
Memorial Day. Oh,
yes,
goodness.
I think we said Labor Day. Which
Labor
would
Day
be
is at the end of summer.
That'll be our fall event.
Fall event, yes.
Maybe not that weekend.
So you'll be making this. You'll be making this. The other thing we like to. I don't like to keep secrets. I like to give it all. I like to tell it all. And
that's right.
Some people. So you'll also be getting a denim jacket.
I love the denim jacket. I'm so excited.
And stuff too. Yeah. So you also get a denim jacket. You have all the projects. We feed you well. And then the first evening of every session. So the first evening, we are going to invite everyone over to the store. And if you flew in or anything, don't worry. We're going to give rides. We're going to call Ubers if we have to, extra large Ubers to get everyone over to the shop from 6 to 8 for a private shopping experience.
Ooh, I can seat 5 in my car.
So and I can seat 4 in my car. So let's go.
So you can sign up, either Tiffini or Steve.
Yes. And we will have adult beverages.
Ooh.
And hors d'oeuvres. She'll get I don't want to say liquored up because.
But you might.
You might.
It's up to you.
You can because you won't be driving, and you'll get to shop. The store will be closed to the public, so it'll be just a private shopping experience for you. So we're going to give a tour of the shipping department. We're going to give a tour over here at the studio where we film. So it'll be a nice chance, and you'll be able to like root through the bins and things like that in our shipping department. So it'll be a really fun experience to come over when the store's closed and see our store here. So, and I see we have people volunteering to drive, so it's wonderful.
Yes, perfect.
So definitely, if you haven't come to one of our events, the slots are filling up. Please sign up and come see us.
Yes.
So the other thing that I wanted to show you, you might notice these fancy aprons that
Don't we look good?
we have on.
Oh, sorry, hair's in the way.
These are aprons we made yesterday with Photo Stitch. Photo Stitch is one of the new exciting features that's both on the Baby Lock Radiance and the Brother Avenir. And I put a cheeseburger on mine, and I put the big cheese. We didn't put the words on yours. I thought I was going to put berry sweet.
Oh,
Berry sweet on yours.
thanks.
But so here's some of the other ones we did. So we did this Labrador Retriever.
He's so cute. He's very
So
cute.
I didn't take him out of the hoop yet because I was going to put a name on him, but he's out now.
He just popped, yeah.
He just popped out. So there's our Labrador Retriever that we did. We did a bunny. We did Millie.
I think Millie
the
is
Labradoodle.
adorable.
And then we did have more. I'm not sure what happened to
Oh.
them. I did a cruise ship.
Ooh.
So
Is that our cruise ship?
That's
Was
our
that the
cruise ship,
Oasis?
yes. So you take a photograph and you it turns into stitches, and with the color changes, it makes the design out. So you're kind of like thread painting with your embroidery machine to do these pictures. So really awesome feature. It's really simple to do. We need a pug. Thank you, Karen. I'm going to do a pug next.
I was saying a Bernedoodle, so
Bernedoodle,
I've got
yes.
mine up on
Yep.
the list already.
So it's a new feature. It's really easy to use. Something fun. We're going to explore this a little bit at the spring event. So if anyone's interested in the new machines, please give us a call. Stop in and see us. We now have Brother, Bernina, and Baby Lock products to just bring more sewing to everyone. So any questions, give us a call. Please sign up. We need another French Bulldog. Thanks. How tough is it, Tabby? It is not tough at all. We will show, we'll show it maybe this afternoon on the 3 o'clock show because it literally takes like 5 minutes to do. So we'll go through the steps to do it.
because I don't have the machine for it.
Yes, not yet.
I have
Not
the
yet.
Bernina because I love this little beast. I've already planned out. There's a couple. I had Steve bring in the stitch regulator because I'm like, okay, I know I want that on my machine that I bring home from the event. So we're already.
Yeah, and if anyone's mentioned they need a ride over during the spring event,
Yeah, we'll figure it out
we got
then.
you covered.
Yeah.
We got you covered. So I'm gonna let Tiffany go with her bag making class here, but we pulled in the
Yes.
Bernina 570 QE. It's a really nice size machine for sewing. If you've never sewn on a Bernina, they are amazing sewing machines that can just
Show her.
power through anything.
So Steve was playing and he made this strap. It is incredible. No, not that one. I mean, that's nice. It's pretty cool.
This is my
He loves this one because he went through like 40 layers of
26
fabric.
layers of cotton,
26.
and I just keep. It's really thick.
But look at this one. Kate's going to have to zoom in on it because it's, see if it shows up. Look at the stitching on this. It is so cool. So that's 4 layers of faux leather. And it just made a beautiful strap. Love that.
When you're top stitching, especially on things like purse strap handles or things like that, a long, thick stitch length for when you're stitching through things like through leather, I think is really important to see. And I was kind of testing that with the Bernina, and I feel like it did a beautiful job. So I did a little serpentine stitch just playing, and then I just did a like a bean stitch running in a really amazing machine. So if you've never sewn on a Bernina, come on in. Give us a call.
Now, did you use the Teflon foot when you did this?
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
okay.
But we have the Teflon foot on today.
Yeah,
so,
I put the Teflon foot on because we're going to play with vinyl a little bit today too.
So lots going on. Sign up for the spring
Yes.
event. If you don't have a Baby Lock Radiance or Avenir, get one today
Someone
so
can
you
help
can
you
do
out.
photo stitch. So
That's right. Because
Yep.
these are really cool.
Yep.
And like, look at this puppy. So
That's cute.
change him into a Bernedoodle and he'd
Yeah.
be even cuter. So,
thanks,
all right.
everyone.
Thanks,
Yep,
Steve.
absolutely.
All right.
You're gonna keep your apron on?
Oh, do you want this
No,
too?
you don't
Sorry.
have to. You can
All right, let me get rid of my. All right, here we go. So you keep all your samples together.
Well, can we talk about the one item while I'm here too?
Sure, I don't know what one item it is, but Steve's coming back. Dean, you finished your organizer. Nice job.
So are the cruise
Oh,
machines
yeah, this
in
is awesome.
Today. The cruise machines are supposed to be in today, Laura. They were supposed to arrive on the 24th, but with delays in shipment, they are supposed to arrive today. So I'm waiting for that phone call. So New item that I threw into Tiffany's show that I wanted to show you guys.
This is amazing.
This is a, oh gosh, it's April Fool's Day. I gotta come back on at 3. Don't forget I said that. Happy April Fools, everyone. So this is a cute little zipper pouch. This is a Riley Blake's exclusive bundle. So what you get in this is Bloom Where You're Planted. This little zipper pouch, campus zipper pouch. And inside,
and we were adding up the price of like.
So Tiffany's gonna add it up. How much for a zipper pouch? For at least $5, right?
Okay, so 5 for the
$5
zipper.
For the zipper pouch.
Okay, we're gonna keep going.
You're gonna get a pack of needles.
So that's like $4.50, but we'll just call it $4.
So $4.
Yep. So we're $9. I'm doing good.
Okay,
I got my fingers up. Got to get my toes
so
out.
You get a pack of 80,
80
size
12.
80, size 80 12 Sharps needles. These are our favorite needles. So you get a pack of those. You get 4 spools,
which are all $4 each, so $16. So we're at $25 so far.
So 4 spools of red, white, and blue cotton thread, and this is Metler. We use this a lot for just general sewing. You also get
this rotary cutter, 45. And look at the color. I love the red
rotary cutter.
You're not losing that one anytime soon. It's awesome.
It's
and you said 25 on that, right?
So I just Googled how much these sell for, and online they're $24.99. And this is the same blade that change out that we're used to. So we use a lot of the teal ones here with that. That's the blade that changes out in the back. So you also get that with this. So you get what's the price? $27.95. So you get the rotary cutter.
Right. So and that's like half the cost of what it is. I lost count.
The zipper pouch.
Earlier we did. I thought it was 50 to 60.
4 spools of thread for $27.95. So cute little bundle here and a little zipper pouch, and that'll come right to you.
Put one down for me.
And do we have the 10% turned on today too?
I think so.
Okay, good. And then you get 10% credit back. So
even though it's April,
that's like $2.80 back on top of that for purchasing that. So
you're not pulling an April Fool's prank on them.
No, this is not an April Fool's prank. There might be something coming up at 3 though. So
so come back at 3.
Come back at 3. So yeah, so we'll share this again.
That is a great
but
deal.
We just got those in, and I wanted to share with everyone. So thank you.
I'm definitely taking one home with me. All right, thank you, Steve. All right, guys. Oh, don't forget your mic. All right. Someone's got their featherweight they're bringing. All right, so I was going to show you guys an epic fail, just because, as you know, I like to create my own patterns. So these were the little duffels are mine, but sometimes my process includes some things that don't work out so well. So you saw this last week, and this is a woven bag. I love how it turned out. It's really cute, little zipper. I was trying to come up with a bag that was like one I saw on Neiman Marcus website, and it was like $2,900, and it was this woven bag, and it was made out of nylon. And I thought, well, this is really cool. It's like gender neutral, because sometimes some of the things I make are definitely more feminine. And so anyway, this was my first take on the nylon woven bag. And I warned you last week, I mentioned that it looked a bit like a spider. So obviously this is a fail. It's not good in any way. So, but I just wanted to show you some of the steps that I go through when I'm trying to make things for you guys. This is almost like an April Fool's joke because it is so goofy. I think it would be fun for us to do a nylon bag, and in the woven, I really like how the woven bag worked in the cotton. So here's the second version of it. I think it worked out much nicer, much easier to work with. I don't know if it's easy to tell. Oh, now I'll move this out of the way because it's really kind of a hot mess. But I used, on this, it's got a foam base to give it some structure, and then it has 2 layers of the batting on top of it. And so, so anyway, I just wanted to show you, this is the process of going this. It could be a Halloween costume, Dean, thank you. We were talking how it looks like a squid. And so let me pull off the side one and you can see it. But look how cute it is. There's our little squid. So I guess you could wear this on your head. All right, so I'm gonna move that out of the way. So, but I just thought I would show you guys my process, just because I feel like I try and be open with you as far as what's going on. So we already talked spring event. I hadn't expected Steve in here, so I sort of have things lined up the way I was gonna talk about them, but that's okay too. All right, so this bag is going to be part of the Bag Lady Club. So I am shooting for the beginning of May to have another Bag Lady Club kit available for you guys. That'll include a pattern and all the fabrics. Usually I try and have a bunch of different things, and in those, and they're usually kind of a bargain with lots of fun things. So this will be the main bag from me for that. Troy, what was the process? The process was what I do is I find different ideas that I like. I tie them together. I start writing notes of what I like about each thing, how I'm going to do it, different sizes. And then I go through and I will sketch out patterns and how it'll go together. I still think what I sketched beforehand is going to work. It's just, I thought that I could sort of make those tubes as tubes and not, I didn't think it through very well as far as like having them be flat so they could actually weave through. So that was sort of my process of how I've gone. So there's usually a couple hours of mental thinking and writing and scribbling before I actually start to sew. And so this time I just didn't think it very well. So, but yes, this is kind of a similar concept. So this will be the Bag Lady Club. I'm not sure what else is going with it at this point. So, but again, that I'm shooting for beginning of May for that. So to let you know, probably do pre-sales starting next week. Hopefully this week I can kind of tie together a few of the details a little better for you. We talked about spring event. So this is what we're making at spring event. It'll vary a little bit just because I'm tweaking it right now as far as the pattern is concerned. If I sewed them flatter, you know what, Dean, I probably could like go through and like do a serpentine or something down the center of them. It might be hard to stitch though. Puffy jacket, yes. I wear a puffy jacket all the time, Troy. You're making fun of it, but I love my puffy jackets. All right, so I'm gonna get these guys out of the way. Micro, stinking adorable, right? Okay, so off these all go. Oh, we have someone's phone here. Is it Steve's? I bet that's Steve's. Is that Steve's? All right, I'm going to set that over there in case he decides he needs it. All right, so we're going to get back to, thanks, Dean, I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to get back to the cruise project. It is our organizer. And then, Jean, you're asking, can it be a virtual class? Yes, we'll be doing it here. I'll do that bag, the Bag Lady Club will be done here as well. And so, yeah, I think that answers your question. All right, so last week you had some homework. Oh, one more thing. I'm clearing the table. As I clear the table, it reminds me of what I need to say. So on the cruise with this project, there was extra fabric. And so I had come up with bonus patterns to make these two projects. So one is just a little tray and one is this little drawstring bag. And so I asked Kate, she hasn't put it on yet because of course I asked her when I showed up today. And so it takes a minute or two to actually do it. But both of the patterns are going to be, I guess they're called plain sailing, drawstring bag, and catch-all. Your phone is right here, Steve, if you're looking for it. So both of these patterns are going to be posted. They're free. You can download them no matter if you've bought the kit or not. So again, that's for those two patterns. So those will be, is it called free downloads or?
It'll be, yeah, free instructions.
I think, so Kate's saying she thinks it's under like a tab that says free instructions. And so, Dean, you were going to drive down for the show. I love that. Come hang out with me. I'll put you to work. All right. You like the Bernina in the background? There it is. There it is. All right. So last week's homework, or what we did, see, look at this. I'm caught up, I think. Oh, and here comes Steve again. Oh, I'm never going to get this done.
Mr. Wiggles.
Mr. Wiggles, look how cute he is. Oh my gosh. He is adorable. Is that someone's dog, or did you just find that?
I just made Mr. Wiggles. He's
an AI dog.
Yes.
He is so cute. He looks like he's smiling.
He's happy. He's a good boy.
Aw. All right, guys. So for today, so last week what we did, I'll put this back open. We made this pocket. We made the bases of these, and we started the zipper part on here. And so some of you may have finished. I know Dean said you already finished. I had given kind of instructions on finishing this with the vinyl, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to wait and do it today. I didn't realize we were going to have a guest speaker at the beginning, so I hope we have time still. I don't know that we have anybody racing in here immediately after me this week, so I think we're okay. So, like I said, last week we made these two little pockets that are going to turn into our divided pockets, and we made our long open pocket. Now, while I'm thinking of it, I want to tell you, I don't know if I have one in here, part of why I left this open, so it seems really wide, but part of why I left that open is if you have a ruler that is under 15 inches, so if you have like a 14 or even a 12, and you want to put it in there like a 12 by 4, it would fit in there perfectly. So if you divide this, you won't be able to do that. But that was the thinking behind that for me. Sorry, I hear Steve doing Find My Phone. His phone is ringing. It's constant distraction in here. Do they not realize that I like a woohoo? All right. The man with the dark glasses. Was that Steve that came in? His glasses do turn dark. He must have gone outside first. All right, so we've done those 3 pockets. Then the zipper one. So we did the top together, and then the vinyl, we're going to go ahead and put that on. What you were supposed to have done, stitched on your binding on the other side, and then put tape on top of it. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take off the paper on that, and hopefully it comes off nicely for us. That end doesn't want to, so let's try over here. The vinyl, so I couldn't find the exact glitter one that we had for the cruise. So this really glittery one here, I can't get any more of it. I can get it in other colors, but I can't get it in this oatmeal. And so now, one of the things that I don't mind about switching out is that it's pretty dark. So you can kind of see my hand there, but seeing what's in there could be a little challenging. So I had bought this clear one, and it's like a holograph. So you can kind of see it's holographic. And so I did find something very similar to this, and I have ordered that. So this is an item that we have today. The pattern jean, this is called the Shell Yeah Organizer. It's one of my patterns. I designed it for the cruise. Currently, it is only available in kits. We only have the 2 kits available right now. I'm working on potentially getting patterns available to you guys through Etsy. I was actually working with Kate before saying, here's my challenge. And I think she, without meaning to, gave me an idea that might work. So I'm hoping that I have that set up, because once we kind of are done with kits, we move on here. And I know sometimes you still want an old pattern that I've done. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. I tried this weekend, but I am technologically challenged. So, all right. I did want to tell you on here, I don't know if you can see, but I did a few stitches across the top. This is not part of the pattern. I just did it because I wanted to see how it worked. So if you're wanting to stitch on vinyl, you can see I made really large stitches. I think I did like a 4.5, and I used a Teflon foot. And that Teflon foot on this Bernina, it worked beautifully, went along, it didn't slide or anything. And so, but if you're stitching with vinyl and you're stitching directly on the vinyl, you want to make sure you're using that Teflon foot. And so the way I wrote this pattern was so that you didn't have to stitch right on it. And so, but I'm going to go ahead, we're putting this on. Just like we did with the other side, we want to leave about 1/8 of an inch at the top here between the vinyl and that. I know it's a little hard to see because it's relatively clear. That holographic stuff only goes so far. So we're going to do that. Now, if you want to stitch that in place to give it have it be extra secure, this would be a good time to do that, just like we did the other side. Otherwise, you can just add tape on here, and then we're going to go ahead and stitch. So I'm going to just add another row of tape, and what that's going to do is help me bring that binding down. There we go. Get some scissors. All right. So there we go. Oh, come on. There it goes. Now, if you have trouble getting that paper up, just use like a little pin and sort of poke on it and bring that up. End is the new end foot Teflon. Is that the baby luck foot, Marilyn? Steve just walked in. He might know, although he's on the phone, so never mind. We can't ask him. I'm not sure. I believe there's an end foot that is Teflon. I just don't know if it comes just Teflon automatically. I think you have to order the Teflon. All right, so I just went down there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over and I'm going to stitch right along this line, connecting that together. All right, so So I'm going to go over to the machine. I do have the Teflon foot on there because I was playing with it earlier. The other thing I have today, well, I guess I'm not going to tell you about it yet because it's not really part of this step. I was going to tell you about it with the spring event. All right. Oh, I still have my stitch length really long, so we're going to shrink that back down. Now, I still like, because we're sewing through vinyl, to keep my stitch a little bit longer. So I've got it, because it's a Bernina, I just have it, it says 3.15 millimeters. So, and I see I'm puckering here a little bit, so I'm going to just lift the foot and push that down. It might be because I have this Teflon foot on, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out from the Teflon foot to the regular one. Let's see. Here we go. I'm struggling with finding the little lever. There it is. Because of the camera, I can't just like make my head go all the way over there. All right, here we go. I puckered that fabric a little bit. So that Teflon foot does a great job of pulling things through, but if you have fabric that, there we go. Like with the folded fabric, you don't want it to pull like that. Oh, all right, so the machine wants me to tell it that we switched feet, which is totally fine. So kind of cool on here, you just go up here and you sort of scroll through. And then when I have all their feet have the label on here, which I love, because I know on my baby lock, I'm always like, wait, what foot am I using? What is this? And maybe it says it on there somewhere, but this is so blatantly obvious, you can't help but see it. So,
someone asked, does Baby Lock have a Teflon foot?
yes, yes, there is one. And so we can actually put that in the lineup once we're done. There we go. All right. So there we go. You can see I just stitched down along that side to attach that on there. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm going to stay over here, Kate. I'm just going to finish off the ends of the zipper. I described it last week, but I just want to go back and forth over this. And so we're just going to do a few stitches. Oh, I'm going to go back this way. There we go. That should be good enough. All right, and then this side, what we want to do is we want to move that down, and then we're going to crisscross that. I took my pin out. Let's see if I've got a... There we go. So what I like to do is bring my zipper head down about 1 inch, and then crisscross up here, and clip that. Just like that. And then you don't want them going over each other, so you just want them laying up next to each other. So we're going to do that. And foot down. All right, and then we're going to back stitch. This way, and that should be good. Let's see if I did all right. We did all right. So you can see it's holding our teeth close together, but they're not crisscrossing down there. So just like that. And then that is done. So we're just gonna go ahead, trim this off, that excess. All right, there we go. So that is done, that pocket. So we've got all 3 of those pockets finished now. So Cheryl, I'm not sure how shipping's doing as far as shipping it, but I know the ones that were Serena Shores. Well, actually, most of everything out yesterday or ready for them. And the Serena Shores, I think I was missing like 8 of the Bosel. So those came in while I was out because I only work Tuesday, Wednesdays. So those for sure today will get finished being attached, and then I'll go through and do a new inventory to see what else we need to do. I'm waiting for, if you ordered the cruise fabric, I think most all of those were finished last week. I might have been short 1 or 2, and I was waiting for the kits to actually come back from the cruise for some of those. And so I can't remember though if I was able to fill all the orders, and now what's available is just what I know is coming, and they're supposed to be here today. So anyway, that's kind of the update on that. But it should, if you don't have it already, they should be coming out very soon. And so.
And I have the Teflon foot, the bubble.
Oh, great. So if you were wanting the Teflon foot for the baby lock, we have that in there, and that will work. I believe that works on both the brother and the baby lock. So, all right, I'm going to move this out of the way. That's our backing. That's our extra pieces. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mark our bag. And so we're going to use an air erase marker, and you definitely want air erase because there's certain parts of this that we are not going to be able to iron. If at this point you have wrinkles in here and it's going to make you crazy, go ahead and press now. You do not want to press on top of your air erase markers. If you do, it becomes a permanent marker. And so that's not good. We had someone on the cruise. She wouldn't listen to me when I said, don't use the iron. She snuck over when I turned my back, and all her lines that she had put on were permanent after that. So she had to start her lines over again. So anyway, this is your chance. Otherwise, forget it. You're done. All right. So I really like these big square rulers for this project. Now, I'm not suggesting you get a big square ruler for one project, but if you square up other things, this thing is really nice. This is a 15.5 by 15.5. Our project happens to be 15 inches wide, so it's really nice. I can just lay it on here at the end too and be able to square it. And so obviously this was cut a little bigger than 15 inches. So, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to mark down in the pattern. It says in step 4, I believe, the placement lines. So you can see on here, we're going to go down from the top. I'm going to turn this around. Oh no, we've got the 1 count on the other side. So we're going to start at the top. I put a T at the top to mark for top. And we're going to go to the 6-inch line from the top. And then we're going to go to 7.5. Again, these measurements are all listed in here, and they're all from the top.